I don't understand how a school teacher back then, it was like $35,000 a year, making 35 grand a year. And this hedge fund guy over here is making $1 billion in 1 year. I said, that is so unjust. And can you tell me why? And he was so awesome. And the advice he gave changed my whole life. He looked at me and he said, Tony, you are right. We are all equal as souls on this planet, but we're not equal in the marketplace.
Interesting.
I said, what does that mean? He said, well, let me ask you a question. Is it possible for someone to make twice as much money in the same amount of time as someone else? I said, yeah. 5 times, 10 times, 100 times? Yeah. I said, how? He said, that person who goes to McDonald's and they make that minimum wage and they bitch about it. He said, that is not supposed to be a career. It's an opening job. And the reason is you're not adding much value. Anyone can learn to do that job in an hour. Today, they use machines. He goes, that school teacher, he said, that school teacher was not willing to bet on themselves. He's worth $1 billion.
Wow.
He goes, so Tony, here's what I want you to remember the rest of your life. You need to become more valuable. Not valuable what you think is valuable, what serves those out there. And you got to give what people need. He says, you need to find a way to add more value to people than anybody else in the marketplace. If you become more valuable, you're going to add more value, not the value you want to give, the value they need. He said, you will never have to worry about money for the rest of your life. And I've never forgotten it.